In the toil of thinking, in the serenity of books, in the messages of prophets, the songs of poets, and the wisdom of interpreters, in discoveries of continents of truth whose margins we may see, we delight in free minds and in their thinking. In the majesty of the moral order, in the faith that right will triumph, in the courage given us when we ally ourselves to truth in any form, in the privilege of being co-workers in good causes, we celebrate the unseen goals we share and serve. Let us build a world safe from war and oppression, free and satisfying, one that ultimately furnishes answers for us all. Please be seated.
Graduates, friends and family, good afternoon and welcome. My name is Tom Duver and I have the privilege to serve as the Dean of the Faculty of Engineering and Architectural Science. Before we begin, I would like to acknowledge the land that we're celebrating on today. Toronto is in the dish with one spoon territory. The dish with one spoon is a treaty between the Anishinaabe, Mississaugas, and Haudenosaunee that bound them to share the territory and protect the land. Subsequent Indigenous nations and peoples, Europeans, and all newcomers have been invited into this treaty in the spirit of peace, friendship, and respect. Class of 2022, it is so wonderful to be able to celebrate your academic achievements in person. Today is a celebration of your hard work, commitment, perseverance, and all you have accomplished over the last few years. Today is an extraordinary day of personal triumph and accomplishment, so please enjoy it. You've earned it. As Toronto Metropolitan University architects and engineers, you are uniquely positioned to contribute to the advancement of humankind. You are innovators and creators and have the skills and know-how to tackle the world's most pressing challenges and make our city, country, and the world a better place. Your time at Toronto Met has taught you to develop a thoughtful and inclusive point of view. This is exceptional among FIAS alumni. Take pride in this perspective. It will serve you, your career, and society well. On behalf of all faculty members and staff, I can tell you that we couldn't be more proud of you. You can count on us to cheer you on throughout your careers and to take pride in your accomplishments. Congratulations on your graduation, class of 2022. It's a remarkable achievement. Today is your day. Enjoy every minute of it, because tomorrow is calling. To begin this very special day, I would like to introduce to you the Chancellor of Toronto Metropolitan University, Janice Fukakusa.
Thank you, Tom. Graduands, I am proud and honored to be speaking to you today. It's a time of very well-deserved celebration, and I hope you are all taking advantage of it, because we share our pride in your success with everyone whose love and support has played a part in bringing you here today. Normally, at this stage of my remarks, I give the graduands a few tips and helpful pointers. But at this stage of where you are today, I would say that after 2 years of pandemic, I think that it's you, the graduands, that should be giving us the advice. Graduands, you went through a remarkable experience. You endured and came through it and achieved your ultimate objective. You succeeded by facing and overcoming unforeseen barriers. I hope you share your experience with others and be proud of what you've achieved. In fact, be proud of the impact that you will have going forward with everything you do in the months and the years to come. And take time and reflect on your achievements. as this builds the confidence essential to overcome the inevitable challenges in the years ahead. And when you look back at your university life and experiences, I encourage you to remember what you learned about yourself. That resilience gives you the means to learn from your experiences, and determination will keep you focused on your dreams. After all of you have proven that you have the talent and ability to succeed. On this special day of celebration, I offer my congratulations, and let me close by wishing you the best on your journey ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Chancellor Fukakusa. Now please welcome the university's President and Vice Chancellor, Mohammed Lashmi.
Thank you, Dean. Welcome to our graduates, family and friends, colleagues from across the university and beyond. Class of 2022. This is an important day for you, and you have our warmest congratulations. You graduate at a milestone moment in history, despite the challenges brought on by the pandemic. You remained committed to your studies, kept connected with your classes, and served your community in more ways than I can mention here. A milestone also because your graduating year will be forever linked to our historic name change. What has not changed from the moment you choose to study here to the moment you cross the stage to accept your award are the values that define our university. And when you return as alumni, you will feel right at home. Class of 2022, the first graduating class of Toronto Metropolitan University, you helped shape this place. Now both you and the university look ahead to a new chapter and a bright future. Future of promise and optimism, better prepared than ever to meet the challenges and opportunities ahead. This is your time. You have what the world is looking for: talent, energy, and new ideas. Your years here have prepared you for this moment. We are so very glad that you choose this university, that you immerse yourself in our university community. I hope you are grateful for each other, for the good friends who shared your university experience and are now friends for life. Which brings us full circle. While we may find success as individuals, as a society, we need each other. We need loved ones, and you have many with you today. We need colleagues. We need community. In France, you know, we never say goodbye. Instead, we say au revoir, which literally means until we see you again. Enjoy your very special day and stay close to your alma mater. For together, we will shape the future. Thank you very much, and I invite you now to please enjoy a short video.
Today marks a momentous moment in the story of your life. Just a few years ago, you began a new chapter. For some, that meant moving to a new city. For many, that meant discovering new perspectives. And for all, that meant opening your mind to new possibilities. Along the way, you were met with challenges unfamiliar to those who came before you and to those who follow. You embraced the responsibility of learning and unlearning, inspired by the people and places that played a part. Together, we evolved. While this chapter comes to a close, your story continues. Tomorrow, you'll remember this moment, not for who you were, but for who you have become. Today, we'll celebrate the diversity of your experience, your commitment to shaping a better future, and your part in our story. As the first graduating class of Toronto Metropolitan University.
Chancellor Fukakusa, President Lashmi, Provost Simpson, deans, esteemed colleagues and representatives who join us on stage, members of the graduating class, family members and friends, honored guests. It is my great privilege to deliver the citation for Anju Virmani, upon whom Toronto Metropolitan University is conferring the degree Doctor of Engineering honoris causa, our highest award. In her remarkable life, Anju Virmani has lots of experience being the only woman in the room. When she was 10 years old, she was the only girl among 25 recipients to win the prestigious All India Merit Prize, a scholarship to the country's best boarding school. Later, as an accomplished executive at senior management tables, she was almost always the only woman. And once, when she was invited to speak at a corporate dinner, someone mistook her for a waitress and handed her an empty glass to remove as she was walking into the room. Safe to say, no one is confusing Anju Virmani for a waitress anymore. In her 20 years as Chief Information Officer at CargoJet Incorporated, her expertise and innovative spirit earned her a reputation as a valued member of major boards in both the public and private sectors. At CargoJet, Canada's leading provider of premium air cargo services, she helped guide the company to new levels of success, growing into a $3.5 billion company. It was an extraordinary climb from her humble beginnings as an immigrant from India. One of her first jobs after arriving in North America was sewing piecework to make ends meet. That was despite the fact she already had a Bachelor of Science and a Bachelor of Education degrees from Indian universities. With relentless drive, she continued her education, studying computer programming at a time when women in technology were rare. Her success has driven her to give a hand up to those with similar life experience. In her leadership roles, she has always championed diversity and inclusion, promoted a culture of innovation, and encouraged people to build resilience for dealing with constant change. And she has paid particular attention to addressing the underrepresentation of women, Indigenous, and people of color. As an example of her commitment to supporting women, 3 years ago at this university, and in honor of her mother, she launched the Savitri and Anju Virmani Scholarship for Women. The program provides $10,000 a year to 4 deserving high-potential students in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics programs. Last year, her foundation also launched a scholarship to honor her father, the Darham and Anju Virmani Scholarship. It supports 4 women from diverse backgrounds attending the first PhD program in urban health at Toronto Metropolitan University. These are just 2 examples of her generous support and dedication to foster change. Anju Virmani, for your pioneering accomplishments in breaking the glass ceiling for women in technology, and your commitment and generosity in supporting the cause of diversity, equity, and inclusion, we thank and honor you today. I would now like to call Chancellor Fukakusa, President Lashemi, and Anju Virmani to the podium for the conferring of the degree.
Toronto Metropolitan University, by virtue of the authority granted by the Province of Ontario under the University Act, has awarded the degree Doctor of Commerce honoris causa with all the rights and privileges attended thereon to Anjo Vermadi.
Chancellor Fukakusa, President Lashmi, Provost Simpson, deans, esteemed colleagues, and representatives who join us on stage today, graduates, family members, and friends and honored guests. I was going to make this a formal speech, but I have to tell you that I had a moment of very emotional time just before coming here. And I'm going to channel my mother in because she would have been so proud today. I am deeply humbled and honored for this prestigious recognition. But I have to tell you, it's the longest it's ever taken me to get a degree. 68 years, my whole life, and without exams. But when I came in, I was told that there is an exam. So, this degree is different than the ones I earned the hard way, with slogging work and support of my parents, family, and friends. For me, as for you, that combination of hard work is what made it possible to earn those degrees. I salute you and all of those who helped you make it across the finish line to today's celebrations. Almost 1 in 4 of you here is the first ever university graduate in your families. Let's clap for that. How proud those families must be today. Everyone has challenges, and my journey was not easy either. I was a single mother in a new country. I worked in a laundromat, I washed clothes, I folded clothes, I babysat. Whatever it took to make ends meet in those early years. These were my first few steps on a path to becoming an executive in the world of business and IT. What a privilege it is to be in this room where there's hundreds of years of education and experience. I'm filled with gratitude at this amazing honor, which recognizes not only what I have done, but who I am. And that's what I'd like to talk to you about on this most important day for you. Your success in life will depend not only on your degrees, but also on who you are, how you live your life and your work based on your authenticity, your behavior, and your values. As you confront life's constant challenges, your responses will shape your journey, refine your knowledge and your skills, and lead you to be your best selves. We have the good fortune to live in a wonderful country that offers opportunity, diversity, and inclusion, however imperfect. This is not something we can take for granted. It's an ongoing struggle to build a welcoming, democratic, and open society that embodies our values and ambitions. And we have to work on it every day. It should be in our DNA. Those of you graduating today represent a work in progress. 26% of you are women, which is many more than what it was when I graduated, but still not enough. At this point, I just want to add a little story to this. I was once asked in a panel, what advice do I have for young women who are working in male-dominated industries. And I had to laugh. I said, I have no advice for the women, but I have a ton of advice for the men who are working in those male-dominated industries. "44% of you are what we now call racialized, people of color, and these terms keep evolving. However, there are fewer indigenous people and those with disabilities among you than their proportion of the overall population. We still have a long way to go. You have the privilege to be graduating from amazing engineering programs here at TMU that will empower you to make a huge difference in the world, whether your field is biomedical, chemical, civil, computer, aerospace, electrical, industrial, or mechanical engineering. Whether or not you're focusing on innovation and entrepreneurship, you'll be making and influencing the massive building blocks of our society and our economy. You'll be working on buildings and infrastructure, energy, enhancing human capabilities, and supporting human beings. You'll be helping to design the future, mitigate climate risk, and ensure quality of life for your generation and future generations. I am so excited to think of all you'll be doing to make the world a better place, including things no one has even thought of yet. However, making the world a better place begins with your very own actions every day. At this point, I'd like to tell you about an Indian legend that has always inspired me. So once upon a time, there was a young man who asked his spiritual master for advice on how to attain unlimited affluence so he could use that money to help and heal the world. The master explained that in every human heart, two beloved goddesses live, and they compete for attention. One is the goddess of knowledge, Saraswati. The other is Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth. He advised the young man to pay more attention to Saraswati, the goddess of knowledge, as Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth, would follow. The more he sought the goddess of knowledge, the more the goddess of wealth would follow him. The gift of education is an excellent way to pay attention to the goddess of knowledge. It's the most powerful tool to change the world as long as you never stop learning, keeping your mind and spirit open, and paying attention to those around you. Your actions have a profound impact on others. When you offer them respect, dignity, and inclusion, you're laying the foundation for great relationships and great teams. The actual purpose of education is to help you open your mind to who you are, your purpose to why you are here, and where you fit in the greater community which you are a part of. How can you make a difference for the greater good? This is the secret to living a balanced life. The Anishinaabe called this Mino Biamazidizwin. I hope I didn't butcher the pronunciation. If you have power and privilege because of your gender, your skin color, or any other factor, be an ally to those who have less power and privilege than you do. I promise you, you'll never regret it. If you're not starting out from a place of power and privilege, find the courage to take your seat at the table and offer what you can to make the ecosystem stronger and more resilient. When you rise, help others rise with you. In such a diverse country as the one we live in, one of the greatest opportunities we have is to inspire each other. When people from different cultures come together to share a society, They often do not know much about each other and their cultures. This can sometimes lead to misunderstanding, but also provide opportunities for learning and joy. A couple of years ago, I asked President Lakshmi if I could bring my 95-year-old mother to meet him. A former educator herself, she was very eager to meet him. And as we had created scholarships in her name, she was a math teacher. I was preoccupied with the logistics of bringing her to the university, but President Lakshmi's response was both moving and inspiring. He told me that in his culture, all respect is due to elders, and he would come to meet her. So he came to tea, and the encounter was a huge success. Building resilient communities starts with all of us. There's no one recipe and no smooth path to resilience. You must be prepared to learn and to adapt at every step of the way. My generation has sometimes been accused of helicopter parenting, overprotecting our children, and removing opportunities to learn by taking risks. I always like to say that my children have raised me well, as they never missed an opportunity to help me learn new ways of looking at the world and to make sure that they had room to spread their own wings. For example, I did not approve of my daughter going on sleepovers when she was a young girl, something I would have been forbidden from doing. So I told her, good girls didn't go to sleepovers. My daughter, a sociable young Canadian, set me straight pretty quickly on that. We all come to the table with our own set of assumptions and biases. Okay. Sorry about that. And it's vital to be able to question what we came with, let go of what doesn't work for us, and accept new ways of thinking. The way in which you respond to challenges will shape your journey continuously. Leadership requires being whole people, using all forms of intelligence and empathy. Brilliant intellectuals with great ideas can be sometimes defeated by a blindness to the role of humanity and emotion. In shaping human responses, emotional intelligence is a powerful tool to foresee how people will respond and to inspire the collaboration that is essential to problem solving. So while you're basking in the golden glow of your own achievements, take the time today to think about who you are and who you will become. Ground your life and your professional practice in respect, empathy, and compassion. This will bring you success on your own terms. Today, you're launching yourself into a world of civilizational challenges, a world that needs you. I congratulate you on the launch of this next phase of your lives. I believe in you, and I look forward to hearing all about your amazing contributions in the years to come. Thank you.
Thank you for your inspiring words, Dr. Vermani. As our graduands prepare to come forward, I will take this opportunity to request that you hold your applause until all graduates have crossed the stage. We do, however, welcome spontaneous outbursts of joy, enthusiasm, and even relief from family and friends. That's all part of your celebration. And so all graduates are celebrated equally, whether your name starts with an A or a Z. We ask that everyone please remain for the duration of the ceremony. I now ask to come forward and thank in advance the University Registrar, Robin Parr.
Will the graduands rise if you're able? Chancellor Fukakusa, President Lakshmi, Provost Simpson, honored guests, faculty members, staff, family, and friends of the graduands. I have the honor and pleasure to present graduands from Toronto Metropolitan University's Faculty of Engineering and Architectural Science and the Yates School of Graduate Studies degree programs. Our graduands include all those who are joining us for today's ceremony, as well as those unable to attend who are graduating in absentia. I certify that each has met the academic requirements for the awards they are about to receive, and that each has been duly approved by the University's Senate. My congratulations to each of you. You can be seated.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present candidates for the undergraduate degrees in the Faculty of Engineering and Architectural Science. Bachelor of Engineering, Aerospace Engineering. Rayan Al-Ghannai. Noah Andrade. Adebowale Atiba with distinction. Robert Barnsley. Alan Bekanovich. Bradley Blake with distinction. Liam Brown. Emmanuel Boraga with distinction. Isaiah Kaba. Dylan Callahan. Min-Jae Cho. Umar Chowdhury. Zachary Cohen with distinction. Christian Cordero. John Aldemar Cristobal with distinction. Daniel Da Silva. Majid Idrisi Pour Geshmi. Jordan Epp with distinction. Angelo Ferreira with distinction. Jeet Harishbai Gajera. Michael Jovino with distinction. Levi Gregorash. Simran Gujral. Lydia Habib. Hamza Hamid. Alexander Hunkus. Syed Jaffrey with distinction. Prashan Jayawardena with distinction. Minsu Ju. Kevin Casa. Naman Katya with distinction. Hyunwoo Kim, with distinction. Brendan Kichike. David Machuca. Corbin Mallet. Joel Marshall, with distinction. Robin McIntomney. Blareem Mehmeti. Dennis Miklos, with distinction. Ariana Militello, with distinction. Gurneet Nanra, with distinction. Renzo Nicolas, with distinction. Aryan Nobakt, with distinction. Javier Oliva, with distinction. Santiago Ortiz Osorio. Samuel Pahad. Spencer Palfrey. Preet Patel. Mohammed Ashraf Piru. Paul Pham, with distinction. Thanusan Prathipananth. Rushil Kudaruth. Sanya Purushothaman. Moya Piziak. Prithvi Rajput, with distinction. Ninad Rathod. Keenan Rodriguez. Seper Roshani. Saina Saidpur. Simran Sagu. Donna Salduto. Joshua Salvatore. Aaron Samuel. Artin Sarkeesian, with distinction. Anika Shafi. Tarab Shah. Christian Shazo. Ravin Singh. Ishan Sinha, with distinction. Ryan Solomon. Anthony Subramaniam. Nidish Subramanian. Ali Sayed. Rushank Trivedi, with distinction. Agneya Verma. Bachelor of Architectural Science, Honors, Architectural Science. Johan Almeida. Zaina Amar. Anthony Ascension. Deandra Asenyuk. Eric Bowen, with distinction. Jada Brown. Jessica Castellino. Sheng Chen. Tyler Chu with distinction. Caleb Colmone. Brianna Decina. Nicole DeClaro. Ikan Al-Masri. Olivia Ferreira. Yun Gao. Mengin Guo. Clark Christopher Ho. Jessica Yotso with distinction. Wilfred Khan. Hyunjun Kim. Janella Lassam. Jialing Li. Armando Macias Gutierrez. Stenzo Miguel Martin. Reese McRosen Moses. Nathan Medinilla. Jordan Niesenbaum with distinction. Ludovica Passini. Ri Jun Chi. Burhanuddin Ranalawala. Noah Rijevic with distinction. Julia Santocono. Giuseppe Scarola. Morgan Staples. Sun Zijian. Stephanie Vo with distinction. Treya Vyas. Maura Walker. Wani Wan. Himashi Wikramasinghe. Sharon Widanagama. John Sungmin Yoon. Emily Zhang with distinction. Bachelor of Architectural Science Honors, Architectural Science Cooperative Program. Muhammad Alam. Marwa Sanad Abdul Hamid Al Saqqar with distinction. Patrick Banal. Ha Young Bang with distinction. Christopher Cleland with distinction. Kathleen Crisol with distinction. Kim Marie Degenkolb. Selena Deng with distinction. Mayam Ibrahim with distinction. Rani Fraimovic. Thomas Gomez Ospina. Anna Halleran, with distinction. Maya Higeli. Cooper Hollett. Alvin Huang, with distinction. Himia Kalantari, with distinction. Wincy Kong. Madina Koshanova, with distinction. Let's go! Let's go! Emily Liu. Claudia Ng, with distinction. Carolina Ramirez Tenorio, with distinction. Kristen Sarmiento, with distinction. Raymond Sidar. Florencio IV Tameta, with distinction. Sarah Till, with distinction. Melina Wang, with distinction. Bachelor of Engineering, Chemical Engineering Cooperative Program. Clara Abdel Shahid. Rafe Ahmed. Nika Andrade, with distinction. Muhammad Arib. Amy Ariganello, with distinction. Prabkirat Bal, with distinction. Cameron Bernardo. Andre Bonda, with distinction. Liam Alexander Brown. Nicholas Casadiego Camacho. Sarah Chata, with distinction. Anthony Kundari. Marco Di Donato. Ryan Dieter. Nathan Fells Lung, who is being congratulated on stage by his mother, Deborah Fells, from the Ted Rogers School of Information Technology Management. Kareem Ghala Al-Halib. Alyssa Georgis. Kian Fei Go. Jonathan Grande. Brandon Nguyen, with distinction. Manish Jain. Douglas Jarvis, with distinction. Ryan Jayaratne, with distinction. Ji Yoon Kang. Emma Kelly, with distinction. Victoria Khan, with distinction. Manpreet Kasria. Michelle Kreimer. Shangxi Lan. Pamela Lapatin. Andrew Lischenko. Liam Little. Larissa Lobo. Edsel Losterio with distinction. Sarah Malik. Kevin Marjal. Marielle Martinez. Rania Masood. Zara Mahana. Divat Mystery. Mohammed Salman Rafiq Moladina. Aziz Mohammed. Abd Fattah Musa. Glenn Almeida with distinction. Juan Nova Suarez. Niket Kumar Patel with distinction. Leilani Patterson. Joshua Polera. Salman Rana. Erica Riley. Monica Raska. Leah Roth. Bayan Sabbah. Anis Saeed. Jessica Sanchez Guerra. Kitiga Santamel Selvin. Shamir Sohail with distinction. Emmett Suhanik with distinction. Ryan Sangha with distinction. Colbert Ta. Payal Tandal. Karan Tana with distinction. Diana Tran Nguyen with distinction. Vivian Trin. Imamuddin. Rogith Vadivelu. Catherine Wong with distinction. Enoch Shu with distinction. Mariam Zafar. Syed Zaidi. Jingguan Zhang. Bachelor of Engineering, Computer Engineering. Jazib Ahmed with distinction. Abd Fattah Ahmed. Naeem Ahmed.
Let's go!
Abdullahi Ali with distinction. Serena Ali. Anujan Asakuma. Raj Bharat with distinction. Samdisha Basra. Gurneer Bedi, Nadia Behari Singh, Sagar Butt, Neil Bafsar with distinction, Amir Bohio, Lovriel Bueno, Justine Roy Bokiran with distinction, Samson Cow, Charlene Castro, Shan Cholakian, Justin Cortez, Miguel Dama, Jordan De La Cruz, Gianluca Della Posta with distinction, Grahi Desai, Arjun Dureja with distinction, Mark Eldeps, Taimur Faruqi, Samia Fasihuddin, Zishan Feyyaz, Dimple Gamnani, Lakshan Ganeshalingam, Tedros Ghebreyesus, Ryan Jiang with distinction, Ali Reza Golband, Harkiran Grewal, Jonathan Gruzinski with distinction, Aram Hassan, Khalid Hashim, Agash Jivanti Raraja, Janita Marie John Paulos, Anath Kamelis Warren, Kamal Kanel with distinction, Richi Kaur, Michael Karimizadeh, Riley Keys with distinction, Rabia Khan, Sarfaraz Khan, Michael Kopti, Alexis Koyic, James Kosic, Ashvika Kumaris Warren, Jared Lehman, Darian Lee, Mohit Maguluri, Karen Mann, Mohammed Junaid Mirza with distinction, Oliver Moe, Mehali Modi, Hamza Mohyuddin with distinction, Saima Binte Munir, Sherwin Nasernia with distinction, Don Nguyen. Tony Pano. Gurveer Parmar. Afzal Patel with distinction. Leanne Perez. Nirahulan Puvanenthira. Majid Karmout. Shadab Kazi. Pierce Ramnarain. Renato Ramos. Nasir Raymond. David Resende with distinction. Bradley Rose with distinction. Sanchivan Satanin Tharaja. Sanya Saeed. Renee Shah with distinction. Michael Sinclair with distinction. Krishan Sivabalan. Naren Siva Subramaniam. Shayana Srikanta Lingam with distinction. Dan Stingachu. Krishdev Sutar. Taninder Thiara. Megan C. Ajithan Urutheran with distinction. Harish Vidya Sakar. Giancarlo Villaruz with distinction. Joshua Vo. Jun Wang. Muhammad Yusuf. Syed Yusuf with distinction. Janita Zahid with distinction. Muhammad Rohan Zahid. Yasar Zaman. Duanwei Zhang. Miao Sen Zhou with distinction. Bachelor of Engineering, Electrical Engineering. Mahmoud Abdul Latif. Abu Abdullah. Maryam Abdul Rahman. Suraj Agarwal. Rida Ahmed with distinction. Talha Ahmed. Abrar Assan. Ahmed Al-Noor. Osama Al-Saad with distinction. Zawad Amin. Dikran Bashmanian with distinction. Abdul Basit. Walid Bhuta. Twain Brown. Timothy Chow. Ibrahim Koulibaly. Eric Dang with distinction. Jathushan Daniel. Elliot James de Los Angeles with distinction. Yelenia D. Batista. James Duitsis with distinction. Connor Drayton. Dante Esprit. Falik Fahim. Renuba Fairoj. Amina Fatima. Faizan Fazal. Kyle Vincent Feliciano. Fleming Francis. Nicholas Guida with distinction. Parham Habibi. Kamar Hamadi. Muhammad Akramul Haq. Ali Hassan. Muhammad Hassan. Tyler Hunt with distinction. Manur Hussain. Abdullah Ibrahim. Dragos Yonele. Jason Jandu with distinction. Kaula Jawad. Joel Johnson. Mariam Junaid. Redwan Kabir. Sumaya Sharmin Karim. Ashir Khan with distinction. Hamad Khan. Muhammad Khan with distinction. Muhammad Khan. Tafhim Khan. Yusuf Kadar. Aaron Kifletsian with distinction. Muhammad Karmani. Dayavir Lali. Huang Ang Nok Lee. Nicholas Leong. Jogger Lee. Shuofei Liu with distinction. Chuoming Liu with distinction. Rylan Lobo with distinction. Nicholas Jefferson Louis with distinction. Ayan Lukman with distinction. Jessica Madhu. Santhu Taraj Manoharan with distinction. Anna Mikarovska. Brandon Nguyen. Christopher Noga. Nicholas Papoutsis with distinction. Hemin Patel with distinction. Jigishabin Patel with distinction. Ashley Patrick. Ryan Persad. Terrell Piper with distinction. Raisa Prima. Patrick Raposo. Kenneth Redeye. Mohammed Hasib Raymond. Yazdan Razayat. Mohammed Orkeye. Jamil Samouh with distinction. John Heinrich Zenobio. Zibo Shi. Mohammed Shirazi. Thulasihan Sivaraja with distinction. Lakshiga Sritharan. Alexander Serzicha. Ibnat Tassim. Calvin Tran with distinction. Saad Umar. Kesavi Vijayendra Kumar with distinction. Bao Vo with distinction. Vincent Vu. Jialu Wang. Jihao Wang. Amna Wasim. Nathaniel Wondwesen with distinction. Yao Chang Yang. Yu Hao Yang. Raymond Zhou. Alexandros Zidros. Bachelor of Engineering, Mechanical Engineering, Denghui Wang. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present candidates for graduate degrees in the Faculty of Engineering and Architectural Sciences. Master of Applied Science, Aerospace Engineering, Tianhao Jiang. Jordan Kalman. Himanshu Sharma. Ali Abubey. Rudra Raja Achanta. Alexander Cheng. Vatsal Chetan Kumar Chauhan. Godswell Aziora. Zachary Harrison Lugosi. Isabel Jojart. Naveen Kumar Reddy Kancharla. Dixie Patel. Hanish Kumar Parashbhai Patel. Master of Architecture, Architecture. Fahmida Ahmed. Rutuja Atre. Andrew Aziz. Jason Bridgeraj. Nicola Cacciavella. Julian Gavera. Isabel Gunn. Jia Huang. Stephen Jones. Matthew Lau. Tess McPherson. Connor Mitchner. Master of Applied Science, Building Science. Eric Farnand. Master of Building Science, Building Science. Kezia Folarin Babatunde. Simran Munde. Ghazal Sonbali. Master of Applied Science, Chemical Engineering. Muhammad Al-Hassani. Joseph Fida. Kane Ho. Master of Engineering, Chemical Engineering. Smit Jagani. Gokben Koprusu. Master of Engineering, Computer Networks. Daniela Faria Fernandez. Ahmed Rishad Khalikyar. Isiolua Olukochin. Master of Applied Science, Electrical and Computer Engineering. Eleonora Akilutsi. Sayeda Rabbani. Mahtab Tamannoi. Master of Engineering, Electrical and Computer Engineering. Adnan. Farnaz Akhtar. Omar Al-Bayati. Syed Ansar. Isha Athar. Ryan Daraj. Muhammad Tabish Kamal. Vakar Kohli. John Kelly Machado. Sajid Mahmood. Abdul Hanan Khan Mohammed. Kayor Kumar Patel. Syed Saki. Michael Seffin. Master of Engineering, Innovation, Entrepreneurship. Engineering, Innovation, and Entrepreneurship. Sahar Abdullahi. Victor Agwai. Muhammad Abdul Ahad. Arshdeep Kaur Aidi. Pradeep Alagambat Raghu. Shayan Arafpur. Daniela Cavazos Calvillo. Nirajit Ajay Chengaya Ramakumar. Muhammad Reza Dorostkar Gamsari. Farinaz Ibrahimpur. Oseme Egbele. Yasamin Mbani. Ilham Farah Haninia. Morteza Garai. Huishi Huang. Aman Sandeep Kumar Joshi. Muskan Prashant Kumar Kapadia. Sarah Khoshro Nejad. Noah King. Golnush Maqboli Sharabian. Sahil Mathur. Syed Ali Murtaheri. Mata Monshi. Masa Monshi. Shima Razagi. Karandeep Saini. Taranom Saremi. Aditya Vyas. Sheng Shu. Muhammad Zubairi. Doctor of Philosophy, Aerospace Engineering. Kaustav Bora. Yongyun Ryu. Doctor of Philosophy, Chemical Engineering. Ahmad Manzoor. Prakash Mishra. Doctor of Philosophy, Electrical and Computer Engineering. Yasser Ali. Furat Al-Ubaidi. Lubna Mohammed. Dimple Sharma. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present candidates for the graduate degrees in the Yates School of Graduate Studies. Master of Science, Data Science and Analytics. Simran Darat. Sida Maracala de Silva. Aliyah Makbul. Fawzia Noor. Richa Sharma. Madam Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of today's graduates.
Hello, Toronto Met grads. I'm Jen McMillan, Vice Provost students, and I'm so excited to share this moment with you. After years of hard work and great memories, you finally made it to the finish line. Congratulations on this huge accomplishment. I know you have a lot of family and friends in your corners too, people who supported you when you needed it most and who cheered you on at every milestone. Whether they are near or far, they are celebrating you today, and no doubt incredibly proud of your achievements. I hope you feel that your degree not only represents what you learned in the classroom, but how you made the most of your time here. You worked hard, tackling assignments, studying for exams, and balancing jobs, but also played hard, joining clubs, making athletics history, and becoming student leaders. While some of you might have grown up close by, many of you spent hours on a plane to get here, and that's the beauty of this place. We're a community made up of people from all around the world who found a second home at TMU. So take all of your experiences, your successes and learnings, and dive into every opportunity that lies ahead. Grow the network of friends you've built here and help one another thrive in new spaces around the world. I hope you keep getting involved, keep speaking up, and keep living out loud because this world needs you, just as you are. Do you hear me? It needs you, and I'm so happy we could help you on your way. Congratulations again.
When I moved here to go to university, I was, this kid in this big, intimidating city, and this place just felt like home to me.
And I knew immediately, having just come from Jamaica, that that was the place for me.
I spent 3 years here. These are still the best 3 years of my life.
One of the fondest memories that I had was being here at 1, 2 in the morning. You're leaving at around 3 a.m., but it didn't matter because you were doing what you loved.
My fondest memory at the university was the day I graduated. Dr. G. Raymond Chang, our previous chancellor, was handing it off to me. I remember when I got up to that stage, I whispered over to him, "I'm Jamaican as well. I'm so proud to have you as my chancellor," and we giggled.
Interaction with meeting students from all over the world, interaction with my instructors of the day.
My fondest memory was getting a husband.
The warmth, the camaraderie, the buildings were so friendly.
During my 8 years as president of the university, I officiated at well over 50 convocations. My fondest memory really was to see the students coming across the stage, to see their families excited with them, and to see so many of the students who are graduating be the first in their family to get a degree.
And it's all true. Yes, thank you. It's not fluff.
And now please welcome Provost and Vice President Academic Jennifer Simpson.
Good afternoon. It's very good to be here. Again, my name's Jennifer Simpson, and I'm the Provost and Vice President Academic at Toronto Metropolitan University. It's great to have you here. We're so glad to celebrate with all of you. You have arrived at this day, at this celebration, at this accomplishment. So once again, congratulations to all of you. As we bring today's convocation ceremony to a close, it's a good moment for us to reflect on the sacrifices and successes that have led to this moment. We can take a minute to consider the challenges that you have overcome. Endless study sessions and all-nighters dedicated to finishing projects and to getting through tough exams. Extracurricular activities to balance with a demanding academic schedule. And on top of all of this, a global pandemic that pushed and challenged you in unimaginable ways. We can also consider the things that you have gained along the way. Cherished memories from varsity games and campus events to reminisce about with lifelong friends. And hopefully an appetite for lifelong learning to fuel your growth in the years ahead. Every day you showed up, you persevered, you asked tough questions, you challenged the status quo, and you triumphed. This is a day of well-deserved celebration for you and your families and friends. In many ways, you are now standing at the beginning of your own next chapter. We expect that you'll have moments of excitement ahead, as well as of frustration and self-doubt. I certainly had those moments, including some moments of self-doubt, and I remember one of those about a year after I was sitting in the seat you're sitting in, and I was grappling with questions about what to do next. I had done an internship that was ending. Was I going to apply to go to more school? Was I going to look for a different job? And I was overwhelmed. And in that moment, I decided to reach out to a professor. And I didn't know if they'd remember me. I hadn't been in touch. But what was very clear was how glad he was to hear from me. And the second part that's important today is what he told me in very few words. He said, whenever you can, I hope that you follow your heart. That's what we also want you to remember, that you can reach out to us and we'll be so glad to hear from you. Those relationships that you've developed here, that you have with family and friends, we hope you take those with you. And we also hope you hold on to your hearts, to your own passions and commitments as you go forward. We hope that you continue to ask questions, to continue learning, and to stay open. I'd also like to say a special thank you to the family members and friends who have helped you along the way. Your support from family members and friends who are here in the room with us and not here, both far and close by, you've been incredibly important, your support to each of our graduates, and you have contributed to their success in incalculable ways. So thank you so much to all of you for that support. We wish all of the graduates good luck and congratulations. We want you to remember that by completing your journey here, you will always be part of the Toronto Metropolitan University family, an ever-growing group of passionate people doing remarkable work in every corner of the world. So once again, congratulations, good luck with all of your future endeavors, and we look forward to what each of you will contribute to our shared future. Thank you.
Thank you, Provost Simpson. I would like to thank all the staff, volunteers, and faculty here today who helped make this ceremony a wonderful experience for all. Graduates and guests, once again, congratulations from everyone at the university. I hope you continue to enjoy this very special day. But first, if you can, please rise and join Catherine Rowan from the Office of the Dean in the Faculty of Arts in the singing of our national anthem. Following the anthem, please remain standing until all of our graduates have left the arena. Thank you for celebrating with us today.